Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about homeschooling and ADHD. Since I already did one video that really covers a lot of styles and a lot of methods that you can use with a child who has ADHD, today I really wanted to focus on how not to homeschool a child with ADHD. And you know, I think that as a homeschool advocate, I am an even bigger homeschooling advocate for kids who have this condition, as a mother myself of kids who do have this condition. So I really thought that this topic was important to bring to you today because I'm seeing that it's coming up more and more often. I have several times now had people contact me who have pulled their kids with ADHD out of school to homeschool them, and rightly so. I honestly believe that homeschooling is the best place for a child who has ADHD. But what I see that they're doing is they are bringing their kids home from school, but they're going on to continue replicating the same schooling methods that were used on their kids while they were still enrolled. And so that's really what I want to talk to you about today. Do not replicate school with your child that has ADHD. Because think about it. What is the one thing, what is the very first thing that likely got them targeted for that labeling in school? It is very likely that the whole fact that they were not able to fit well, to mesh well with the school methods of learning, they were automatically set aside, labeled, and very often stigmatized. So that is, you know, I think that it's crucial for parents to remember that who are new to homeschooling. If that method was not working with your child in school, it's not going to work with you at home. Because that is just not how children who learn in that way are wired. They're not wired to sit and learn from a textbook for long periods of time. And I cannot reiterate that to you enough. So I really, I want to encourage you, if you are pulling your kids out of school for this reason, that, I applaud you for that. And I myself have seen the benefits of homeschooling a child with ADHD because I was able to actually take hold of the freedom that comes with homeschooling, push those school methods aside, and let my son learn in a way that worked better for him, a way that kept him more active, a way that gave him shorter lessons, a way that really was able to hold his attention span better because, my cat's meowing in the background, a way that is able to hold his attention span better because I have actually given him things to learn about that he has a say in, that he is interested in. And that is the key to homeschooling a child with ADHD. Just because something is done a certain way in school does not mean that that's the right way. I mean, look at our school system. It's failing pretty badly, at least academically. Now, I could get into a whole other topic of the fact that the schools are actually doing what they were supposed to do, and it has nothing to do with academics, but I've gotten into that several times before, so I'll kind of leave it at that today. But yeah, just because it's done that way in school doesn't mean that you have to do that with your kids. It doesn't mean that you should do that with your kids. It just is not cut out for every single kind of child. It is not cut out for most kids. And I would have to say that I have never had an experience of talking to someone who had a child with ADHD that learned best the school way. So don't set yourself up for failure, because what the people who were communicating with me about this, that's what they thought. They thought that they were failing their kids, and they thought that homeschooling just wasn't going to work for their kids, and they were going to send them back to school because they weren't seeing a difference. But that is the crucial aspect. If you are bringing school home to your child with ADHD, you are going to see the same typical school behavior. You are going to see them not seeming to learn in that box that those textbooks and those certain curriculums try to fit every single child into. So I just really wanted to make a quick video about this today because I think it is so important that as a parent of a child with ADHD, as a parent of any child, you really need to just take your child's strengths and use those to figure out how it is that you are going to homeschool. And yeah, every child has weaknesses. You can work on those in your homeschool. But don't ever have their weak point be the focus of how you do things, because that's why it's not working for you. You need to start with what they're good at. Start with how they are learning, or how they like to learn, how they learn best. Start there, and you can work on the things that they have issues with from that point. Anyway, I hope that this has helped you at all today. I know, again, it's something that I see coming up all the time. People are afraid to let go of school. And I'm telling you, it's okay. It's okay to let go of school. Take all those pictures that you have in your head of what goes on in school and throw them out the window and don't look back, because they're not going to help your child. Again, that's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one down below. And if you like my work, I encourage you to check out my Patreon page and see what I have for my supporters there. And I hope you have a great day.